Jessica again, back for session 2. Last time we talked about earning money, saving money, and spending money, and kind of what that looks like, at least from my perspective. So today's session 2, and we're going to talk about entrepreneur, which is a big word. I don't know if any of you have heard it before, but an entrepreneur is someone that has their own business, someone that started their own business. So when I think of an entrepreneur, I think of my husband. He has his own business. So a few years ago, my husband was an accountant like I am, and he was finding that he just didn't really enjoy work. He didn't enjoy what he was doing. He didn't like being in an office all the time. And so he started to think about what were some different things that he could do. And so at first it was kind of challenging because he had gone to college to be an accountant. He thought that's what he was going to end up doing. And sometimes when you get into a job, you just don't know what it's going to be like. And so once he got working in accounting and realized it wasn't something that he wanted to be doing long term, we started talking about some different things that maybe he would be interested in, some interests that he had, to try and see if there was a different job that he would enjoy more. So he thought about a few different things. He thought maybe about going back to college for a different degree, but ultimately he decided he wanted to do something to work with his hands. He really liked building stuff. So he actually started working with a builder as a subcontractor. So what a subcontractor is someone that sets up their own business, but they're not necessarily always working with the same person. So like for me, for example, I work for Crow. So I go to the same spot every day for work. I work for the same employer every day. When you're a subcontractor, that's not necessarily for the case. You might be working for one person one day, another person another day. You might be building a house, you might be building a barn, you might be putting cabinets up in the house. You could be doing all these different things. So in order to be a subcontractor, my husband set up his own business. So he is a builder. He's a licensed builder. So he can do a variety of different jobs. He can build a house. He can put doors in a house. He can put windows in a house. He can put cabinets in a house or trim all along the room. He's done a variety of different things. So it was a little unique knowing how to start your own business. Sometimes you have to legally set up a company with the state so that they know that you exist, which is what my husband had to do. So there are some different administrative things that you have to do to get it set up. But then once it's up and running, there are some different responsibilities you have as well. You probably have to file a tax return. You probably have to keep track of your income and your expenses so that you know what amount you're making. For my husband specifically, he's a subcontractor, so he has to be able to send whoever he's working for a bill saying, I worked this number of hours for you at this rate. I use these supplies that cost so much money, and so here's the total amount that you owe me for doing that work for you. And he sends off a bill, and then he gets paid for that work. So those are some of the things that he has to keep track of. But when he was thinking about switching careers, really there's an expanse of opportunities out there. And it was a big adjustment going from working at a company and having them organize a lot of the work, have them organize finding the clients, or internally having a project that you need to work on, to really my husband going out and generating work through contacts that he has or through previous clients that he's worked with. So it's a little bit different of a perspective, but something that he really enjoys doing. So I'm glad a few years ago when he started being unhappy with his job or not fulfilled by his job, that he started thinking about different areas that he could go into. So if any of you ever find yourself in that boat, or as you guys continue on with your education, if you're not sure what areas to go into, if you want to go to college, if you want to go to more of a trade school, just try and think, as you go out and look around, look at at everything that's out there. Like you pass by cars every day. Someone makes cars. You read books. Someone prints those books and someone writes those books. Those are all different jobs. Think about going and going skiing at a ski resort. Someone builds those ski resorts. They build the ski lifts. They build the ski hills for you to go down. Someone even makes the snow. So there's just an expanse of opportunities out there. A lot of times it's hard to know what exists. So don't be afraid to get creative and think about what might be out there, and think about stuff that you like to do. Do you like to be outside all the time? Do you like to be in a similar location every day where you have a specific office space that you go to and you know the people that you're going to see? Do you really like working with people and helping people? Maybe you want to be a nurse or a doctor, or even work for a non-for-profit organization. So there's just an expanse of opportunities out there. Don't limit yourself to just what you know, and don't be afraid to talk to people about what they do and how they got there. So just some things to think about. This is the key to session 2, is learning about what an entrepreneur is and how people got there. So if you know anyone that's gone through that, give them a call or stop by and talk to them to find out more. It might send you in the right direction for something that you want to do later in life. Thanks everyone. See you in session 3.